Okay, we will have more music content on this channel in the near future, like I said earlier, but yeah, we're going to start putting in a few more videos on the quick guide series on Gambits for Black, and we already did a video on the Latvian Gambit that's coming up, but there's some interesting Gambit, well, not interesting because we're not playing chess to make it interesting. We play chess to get our win as quickly as possible, and we're supposed to actually play for a win, and we're supposed to like counterattack and like all that sort of stuff, and stop with the turtling nonsense. Just bully down the lane, and that's how chess should be played. And in further spirit of that, we're going to introduce this. I mean, there will be some additional continuations in the Portuguese Gambit portion of the series, but for now we're looking at some of the other Gambits, and this one hasn't been talked about in chess for a while. There was one video about this Gambit, but that was about it, and I found this interesting game. Well, interesting is a bit of a I don't know why I keep saying interesting. It's just a really good game that they put up in shorts, and this is the game that came up. Um, this is called the Franco-Hiva Gambit, and in this gambit we sacrifice 3 pawns. Yeah, we're going as far as sacrificing 3 pawns now, which is super crazy. Yeah, let's go over the moves. Okay, e4, e6, initiating the French defense, and it should normally be d4, but we're gonna play f5 instead. They will normally play knight c3 for now. I mean, there is this other line where he takes, and then you play knight f6, and then he plays here, and then you just develop, and then you can go here, and then you finally take back with the bishop. There is this line. I mean, if we really want to go over this line a little bit more, you kind of have this going on, and then you check your opponent's king, and then they immediately have to respond back with the queen, and then the best move from there is to take back, and then he takes back like this, and then you'll have a pretty normal game of chess going from here, I think, maybe. We'll do more research and then get back to you. But he'll normally go knight c3, in which we respond by doing the classic Wiener trick. If you remember, this is how the Wiener variation works. French defense, and then you go here, and then knight c3, and then bishop b4, and then that's the Wiener variation, and then we have this Wiener trick again coming up here. Against this, he'll finally start taking more pawns, and you respond with knight to f6. You don't worry about this pawn right here. Again, the whole idea of this gambit is to sacrifice 3 pawns. Yeah, and then you finally take back with bishop takes d7, and then he'll start bullying your side some more. You just have to sidestep here. Knight e2, knight c6, castles kingside. I mean, you already castled here. Knight a5, attacking that bishop. He has to move. And then you play c5 to start pushing this. D takes c5, bishop takes c5, bishop f4, queen b6, knight d5, and then that's a mistake, by the way. You obviously take back threatening this bishop, but funnily enough, he'll try to take back with a queen, and this is where you actually gain a further advantage because you have enough time to, well, oh, you don't move your queen yet, right, bishop d4, knight c3, oh, takes f4, and then he'll, oh, look, free queen, nope, you have this check available, and then king h1, and that gives you enough time to move your queen here. Queen d3, bishop b2, queen takes e2. This is where the game will start to look scary, but if you check out what happened here, it's a brilliant move. Yeah, just by following this guide, you finally get your very own brilliant move. And you sacrifice your queen. Yeah, crazy stuff. And then he has to take the queen. And then you have this checkmate. Okay. Um, I'll do some more research on the variations and get back to you. Hold on a moment. Okay, I found the game where they kind of go over like how the French no, not French defense, the Franco-Hiva Gambit normally goes, and this is a game I found on Lichess, and here's how the game kind of played out. E4, E6 initiating the French defense, D4 and then F5. Here we go, Franco-Hiva Gambit. D takes F5 and then knight to F6 just to further sacrifice more pawns. F takes C6, bishop D6, again sacrificing a third pawn. E takes D7, check, bishop D7, bishop takes D7, sorry, bishop C4, queen E7, check, queen E2, and then we go knight to E4, knight C3, bishop F5, knight takes E4, bishop takes E4, knight F3, knight D7, bishop G5, knight to F6, and then both players just castled queenside. Yeah, they both long castled. And then rook takes rook H1, sorry, rook H8. And it went pretty symmetrical for a moment, and then the mistake they made was, well, that happened too, but the mistake they made was actually right here. He just sacrificed his bishop for free. He started trying to do something with this queen. I don't know what went on there. Queen F5, rook takes E4, queen takes E4. And then it looked like he had an advantage taking care of that queen for a moment, but you actually have this check. It looked like he was giving up his queen for free, but actually he was ready for this. The guy, the player with white took rook takes d3, and this is why you need to pay attention, because there was this move, bishop takes h6, and then the guy just resigned. Oh boy, yeah, yeah, never tell me odds, I guess. Yeah, have fun.